And welcome back to what I'm sure is going to be Fred's favorite episode of Ballbuster Video so far.
Yes, I'm very pumped for this episode because this week we reviewed a Mel Gibson classic. It was suggested to me by someone who wants to remain nameless, so I will keep them nameless.
Wants to remain nameless. That's a good choice, actually.
Well, we reviewed Mel Gibson in the movie What Women Want.
Because he would know.
Clearly. And if you're going to watch this movie, may I suggest you do this first. You need to prepare yourself for this film. Go ahead and go on YouTube. Type in the search bar. Type in Mel Gibson rant 1 through 8. Set aside a good 45 minutes to an hour for yourself and just listen to Mel Gibson rants 1 through 8.
It's so goddamn disturbing.
1 through 8.
It's so disturbing.
And then watch.
Why is he breathing so heavy in every one of those takes?
He's a very emotional man.
Suck my dick and smile. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. All you do is just take my money. I fucking hate you.
This is my reaction every time I listen to it. I've listened to it a million times. Sometimes what I like to do is I turn the lights off in my room, shut the blinds, and just listen to Mel Gibson rants.
It's really creepy.
As they echo.
So creepy.
As he sits there and yells at her.
It's like when she's like, you need medication. He's like, what?
Well,
fuck you, I don't need medication.
Well, she's talking with that thick Russian accent. He doesn't know what she's saying. He's had a couple belts, if you know what I mean. So he doesn't know. So she's talking with that thick Russian accent. He's like, what? What? My favorite line is when she goes, you need medication. I need a woman.
Yeah. I need a woman. You wouldn't know what the fuck that is, would you?
I'll bury you in the fucking rose garden.
Yeah, I said that too.
So you listen to those. Make sure you have
and then put on this
children,
and then start watching this heartfelt comedy. Right after that, you have a whole new respect for him in this movie
because he kind of plays that role without dropping the C word constantly, which he does in the
yeah a lot.
He kind of plays that role in the beginning before putting on pantyhose, moisturizer cream, lipstick.
I just gotta ask, why did he have a bathtub full of woman products?
Well, just like in real life, in the movie, he gets a couple belts in him and decides to.
It's like, even for a funny aspect, you're like, what are you making, like woman soup in there? Like.
He plays he works at an advertising.
Yeah.
He works at an advertising agency, and he is famous for just doing like ads like Hooters, and stuff like that. So he
was tasked to come up with an ad for like women shit.
Yeah, they make it very clear in the beginning of the movie that he knows how to get into women's pants, but he doesn't understand women. Which, in my mind, if you know how to get, well, we won't go there. You're all set. But Helen Hunt, fresh off of Mad About You, starring Paul Reiser, is in this movie, which I don't think she's done anything since.
And she's been in some movies since.
She's been in 2 movies, Twister and
She's
What
been
Women Want.
She's been in some recent movies.
Like what?
I can't really name them off the top of my head, but I know she was.
She was in a really weird one where she plays the wife of this paraplegic who can't talk, and the whole movie is about them having like sex.
Oh, is this the one where she actually finally gets naked on camera and they're like, wow, it's 20 years too late?
From what I understand, and I mean, this is too creepy for me. From what I understand, that's the movie. She's like, the movie's her having sex with a paraplegic. He's like, and like, so that's, I guess they consider that art nowadays.
I might like it.
But anywho, that's where she went after.
So how he gets his superpowers, I'll just call that.
Well, she gives him. She takes over. He thinks he's getting a promotion. She gets the promotion and says women are buying more stuff than men. None of you guys understand women, especially you, Mel Gibson, who is getting drunk every night, coming in and calling your secretary sugar tits and pointing at the Jews and laughing in the office.
Yeah. Which who thought it was a precursor of where he would start falling?
God, I love this movie. I love Mel Gibson.
I know you do.
He's insane, but
you love him as much as Eric Cartman does.
Yes, I only wish I could find a Braveheart poster.
I can see you kneeling down, praying to the Braveheart poster.
Say what you will, but movies like Braveheart.
You showed me the way, Mel Gibson.
I mean, the man makes excellent movies.
He does. I'm not going to deny that. I mean, this one I'm not going to say is excellent, but
you know what my least favorite one of his movies actually is?
What?
Lethal Weapon 3.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that
they
movie...
put Joe Pesci in there. He's like, hey.
He's in the final 3 of them. He's in 2 through 4.
Yeah, that was the one where they're like, let's give Joe Pesci more lines. He's great.
Yeah. But, she shows up. She gives them all, like, a gift basket full of women products. She's like, think of some advertising ideas for this.
Yeah.
So he goes home, gets drunk, actually wears, like puts on the women's clothes and makeup and stuff.
Yeah, the fucking weird as shit.
Yeah. Like puts on like a Melissa Etheridge album or something like that. Falls into the fucking tub with the blow dryer.
But you're still plugged in for some reason.
Yeah. And then he gets electrocuted. And after that, he is able to hear what women want.
Yep. All those products just like molded into it.
Yeah, they like joined in with his amazing Mel Gibson DNA.
The dumbest goddamn idea to figure out how does somebody hear a woman's thoughts.
And he walks around the rest of the movie like hearing women think like, wow, this guy's really creepy. And he's like, oh, I can't believe they think I'm creepy. I'm Mel Gibson, you know? And
well, there's that whole scene where he's like in the office with Helen Hunt and she's like, oh, I just looked at his penis.
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked at it again. It's like, I'm sure women don't think like this.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I don't. Yeah.
But then, like, he was like, he's even cocky enough about it. He's like, oh, she's just looking at my dick, and he just like flashes his crotch forward.
He's like, I'm Mel Gibson. Look at this. We're getting in the hot tub or jacuzzi later.
Yeah.
And if you don't blow me beforehand, I'll put you in the rose garden, Helen Hunt.
And then there's the part where he finally hears the thoughts of that one secretary that works in his place, and she's just like, I'm going to kill myself.
Yes.
I'm not getting anywhere in my life. It's over. I'm just going to kill myself. And then he's like, oh, hey, do you want a better job?
Yeah,
like,
gives her a promotion just because she wants to kill her.
Because you're going to kill yourself because I fucked your life over for how many years?
Ladies and gentlemen, take notes. Apparently, if you're going to kill yourself, just let your people at your office know. They'll give you a promotion. That's what happened here.
That whole part of just like, this doesn't like show like... Well, it's not only that, it's just like, all of a sudden, that like he knows that this woman had to be in a really bad place the whole time. And now it's like, now he can hear her thoughts, and he's like, oh, man, I'm an asshole.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he starts to use the gift he has to better himself at the company. And I guess he starts to become, I don't know, more feminine. And,
yeah,
he becomes Mel Gibson becomes one with the women, scores with Helen Hunt.
I fucking hated this movie.
Scores with Helen Hunt, and becomes a better person overall.
Well, at least he got in there before Jack Nicholson got in there.
That's right. She was in that movie with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, about Schmidt.
Not about Schmidt. As Good as It Gets.
Yeah, she was in that.
All right, so there's 4 Helen Hunt movies.
I told you she was in other stuff.
So.
I just, God damn it, I hate this fucking movie. And then, like, he starts reading her thoughts.
Yes.
Well, hearing them. And then he starts, like, stealing all her marketing ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, yeah, you haven't been a dick enough.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was kind of, like, toward the end, forgive me if I'm wrong, but does she fire him?
No, she gets fired.
She gets fired. That's right. And then he's just like, well, I'll leave now. He's, like, going out the door, and then she's just like, no! Wait!
Yeah.
I love you!
Yeah.
Like, I lost my job because of you, but please stick around. I want to bone you some more.
Well, he, like, begs Alan Alda, who, by the way, is one of the most annoying actors in the world. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alan Alda, he begs Alan Alda, who's the head of the company, to hire her back.
Right.
And I guess he does. And then he goes and saves the woman from suicide and gives her a promotion. Then he runs to Helen Hunt, and Helen Hunt says, wait, I love you, and that's...
Yeah.
That is what women want. Yeah. What the theme song that Dawson's Creek plays.
Yeah.
I wish they would have made what would have been a better idea would have been What Mel Wants, where someone, like, accidentally has to read the thoughts of Mel Gibson.
That's what I said. They should do like another Being John Malkovich, but it's Being Mel Gibson.
Being Mel Gibson. I would love that.
Yeah,
that would be the absolute greatest idea.
Now, would you want it to be Mel Gibson now or Mel Gibson then?
Mel Gibson now.
That'd be the darkest movie.
Yes, it'd be the most funniest movie. It'd be best comedy of the year. Greatest movie ever would be.
I don't know if I want to see what's the thoughts inside this man's head. I don't. I don't think I'd watch it. I don't think I'd watch it at all.
What did he say to the female cop there? Before he made the voicemails, he got pulled over for the DUI, and the cops were taking him out. One of the cops was female, and he's like, "Yeah, put those handcuffs on me, sugar tits."
Yeah, that's right. God damn it. Put those cuffs on me, sugar tits.
And then he told them that the Jews start all the wars, and then they throw him in the back of the cop. Why do you tell that to cops arresting you?
Because he's fucking insane. Why are you even going to ask me that question? You should know it. I know you like the guy so much, but he's fucking insane.
I just imagine the cops like, "Excuse me, sir? You heard me. I'm Mel Gibson. I used to have amazing hair, and now I have hair plugs."
When he got to his worst, and they had pictures of him in, like, there's that famous still of him, like, eyes bulging out, mouth hanging over, like he's screaming. I'm like, he looks like fucking he looks like Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. That's the one with the big beard? Where
yeah. That's exactly the picture I'm talking about. I'm sure, like, you do an image search for Mel Gibson, it's like one of the first five.
I have the picture. In fact, I posted on my Facebook. If anyone wants a good suggestion for a book to read,
God damn it, no.
The guy who wrote the movie Basic Instinct, Showgirls, Fatal Attraction, his name's Joe Esterhaus.
I think I know where you're going.
He, after Mel Gibson did all those voicemails and stuff, and he, this was about 5 years ago, he was suffering such negative press that he was going to do a movie about, ancient times, about the Jewish people to try to get back in the good graces. All right. So he hires Joe Esterhaus, who once was a famous writer in Hollywood, to write this movie for him. And this book that Joe Esterhaus wrote is like a 2-month time period that he spent at Mel Gibson's mansion in Costa Rica. And it has some of the most absolutely insane stories in it about, like, Mel Gibson. There's a torrential tropical storm happening at Mel Gibson's mansion in Costa Rica, and Mel Gibson is so pissed off that he's wandering around, like, his backyard stuff at the mansion is like a tropical Costa Rican jungle. It's in the middle of nowhere in Costa Rica.
Of course, that's what he would have, yeah.
And the guest house is separate from the main house, and Joe Esterhaus is with his family in the guest house, and Mel Gibson is wandering around the jungle like the fucking T-Rex in Jurassic Park, mumbling curse words and, like, yelling and screaming, ranting stuff, while they're inside the house going, "Oh my God, what's the matter with him?" He's out in the woods like, "Motherfucker!" God. So if you have, it only costs $1.99.
Yeah, get it off of Amazon.
Off of Amazon. If you have the $1.99, I highly suggest it. It's a great read. He also has a depiction in his mansion on, like, mahogany on the wall, this massive mural of the Last Supper. But everyone at the Last Supper has Mel Gibson's head.
God damn it! I've lost hope. I've lost faith in all of humanity.
And when he had a priest in, because he's very strict Catholic. When he had a priest in, the priest made a comment about the mural, and he punched the priest in the face. And
that's what a strict Catholic would do.
And chased the priest with a total ball. This is why
you're starting to make me question your sanity. You worship this man?
I don't worship him.
Yes, you do.
We should get him on here for an interview if we ever could.
I don't want him to know where I live. I don't want him to know where I live.
Can you imagine some night when there's a thunderstorm going on, lightning flashes, and he's at your window here pressed against it?
Fucking no. You're going to give me nightmares.
This guy is amazing.
I hope he never hears this. He'll find a way to trace it.
He's great. Matt, what what rating would you give What Women Want, starring Mel Gibson?
Oh, God. You know, if...
And Helen Hunt.
Okay. When I started watching this, I knew right off the bat what I was getting into, because I had seen this, like, back when it first came out. And I hated it then. I didn't understand. I didn't think any of it was funny. I was like, the whole premise as to how he gets his ability to hear women's thoughts is so fucking retarded. But I walked out of it going like, you know, for as bad as it is, though, it made me laugh because of how stupid it was.
Yeah.
So for that, I at least have to give it a 3.0 out of 10.
Well, I'm going to go a lot higher than that.
Oh, I am sure you are.
You know what else is a great Mel Gibson movie? Man Without a Face.
Oh, God damn it.
Because he tells this little kid to fuck off constantly. He's got like this two-face thing going. And the kid paddles his fucking boat out to like ugly Mel Gibson's house continuously. And Mel Gibson just comes like the shoreline, tells him like to fuck off.
You know, you're telling me this shit. I'm almost like I'm sitting here thinking like, I got a great idea for a new movie. I want them to make a new movie of The Old Man in the Sea starring Mel Gibson.
He's just yelling at the
He's just out there in the middle of the ocean all by himself, yelling at the sharks trying to steal his ahi tuna. Just hitting them with oars.
The dolphins aren't bothering anyone. He's cursing and killing the dolphins.
Just all by himself. No one around. All you hear is him screaming, "I'm shark!" Grumbling, talking about how he can't get a decent blowjob. And he comes back and the little boy helper that helps the old man get his fishing shit in. It's like, what happened to the fish? Fuck off, you little shit.
Wouldn't it be funnier if instead of like, you know how the old man in the sea catches, what is it, like a swordfish or whatever?
Yeah, it was a swordfish. Yeah. It wasn't a tuna, yeah.
He catches that, but the Mel Gibson version, instead of a swordfish, he comes back with a sea manatee.
Oh, now you're just ruining classic literature.
Fucking endangered species, he's got it.
Fuck that, let's just say he catches a goddamn whale shark and just hauls that in.
What's the one?
God, he finds the last remaining blue whale.
Yeah.
Just fucking rows it in by hand.
But what's the one movie where he like freezes himself? He's like in 1930s.
Is that Bicentennial Man? No, not Bicentennial Man.
Forever Young.
Forever Young. That was a good ass movie.
Yeah, I
liked Forever Young.
I love that movie because he lives in the treehouse, curses out Elijah Wood, and drives the bank. Jamie Lee Curtis.
I forgot Elijah Wood was in that movie.
Yeah, you look at every movie. After you listen to those rants, you look at every movie he's done in a completely different light.
You kind of like, yeah, it's true, because I can see, like, I'm thinking about Forever Young now, and I'm like, yeah, I can see parts of how he is now back then. Like how, like you said, he was screaming at him and shit. And he's just getting in, like, the old 1920s boxer fist fight with the guy in his house.
That's my dream in life. To live in a treehouse, yell at Elijah Wood, and try to bang Jamie Lee Curtis. That's my dream.
I'd shoot a little higher.
I'm not talking Jamie Lee Curtis in 1992. I'm talking Jamie Lee Curtis in 2015.
Oh. No. So everybody's heard what I thought about it. What would you do? What would you give it?
I'm not going to go comedically high here.
I'm just not going to give it a 20 out of 10?
No. I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Phrasing.
If this movie didn't have Mel Gibson in it, it'd be a 1 out of 10. But
give this movie a solid 7 inches.
Solid 7 out of 10. If they found somebody better than Helen Hunt who drugged this movie down, ruined Mel Gibson's performance, I would have given it a higher grade.
They would have had the mom from San Andreas.
Oh yeah,
or Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes,
it would be a 20 out of 10. Then
there's a couple females out there that, the mom from San Andreas, Catherine Zeta-Jones is another one. The chick, her name is Lacey Chabert. She was in Mean Girls.
Okay, yeah.
And she was in the what's the movie? Lost in Space movie. She was a little kid on Party of Five. She grew up very nicely.
Oh, wait, the one that was like the squeaky voiced little brat?
Yeah. She's not the squeaky voiced little brat anymore. Good Lord.
Well, that's good for her.
There's a couple out there, but yeah, I'd give it a solid 7.
Solid 7.
Solid 7. God, you had me laughing so hard.
I'm sorry. And if anybody starts making a movie of Old Man in the Sea starring Mel Gibson, I want royalties.
With the sea manatees.
Manatees?
We're getting like a multitude of sea manatees.
I want him to catch with a wooden fishing rod the last remaining blue whale. And I want him to have that goddamn Al Qaeda beard on, screaming at the top of his lungs. I want it to be like he's so happy that he caught this thing that as he's rowing in, that's what caused the tidal wave in San Andreas.
Mel Gibson is absolutely amazing. Anyone who doubts him, you just don't.
You'll be questioned at the gates when Peter's there. So I understand you don't like Mel Gibson. Well, you could have got in.
Well, he did make Passion of the Christ, so
he's the most religious man on the face of the earth.
He's a very passionate man. So
he is a very passionate man. When he's got his mind set on something, he sticks to it.
Yeah, there's no change in his mind. But yeah, that's what women want.
This is a good episode.
That's what.
So what are we reviewing next week?
Oh God.
Or not next week. It would be Friday.
Yeah,
I keep saying next week.
Well, I guess it would come out Tuesday.
It would be, yeah. The review would come out Tuesday.
Mel's got us all twisted here.
Yeah. So next week's review on Tuesday will be for.
Oh, this is gonna be a brutal one.
Jason from Grindcast recommended this to us. We're gonna do Three Ninjas. High Noon at Who Gives a Fuck Mountain.
High Noon at Mega Mountain.
High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Starring...
I can't wait to watch this. Starring Hulk Hogan.
Terry Hulk Hogan Balea. Not Three Ninjas 1, not Three Ninjas 2.
Or even 3.
3 Ninjas 2 Kickback, or Three Ninjas 3, which we thought was Knuckle Deep, but it's actually Knuckle Up.
Three Ninjas 5, Finger Bang.
It is Three Ninjas, the last one they decided to make. They aired it after WCW Nitro on a continuous basis.
Yep.
From 1998.
They tried to plug the shit out of that movie.
So, I'm sure Will knows what I'm talking about if he's listening. So,
well, you know what? At least we're watching this ninja movie and not like Surf Ninjas.
I'd probably take Surf Ninjas over Three Ninjas.
It did have Liam Neeson in it. Not Liam Neeson.
Rob Schneider was in it.
Yeah, Rob Schneider was in it, but God damn it. Who does the Naked Gun movies?
Oh, what's his name? Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. It was an L. I knew that.
Yeah.
And it was a Nielsen.
Yes. Also,
Lisa had to him in it. Playing Kano.
Yeah. They also had the Asian kid from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. What was his name in the movies?
I don't know. I think he was at San Andreas. He played Paul Giamatti's gay lover.
No, that wasn't him. That was that was the Asian guy from Mythbuster.
Oh, was it?
No. It wasn't at all.
I swore it was the teenage. Well, according to Mel Gibson, they all look the same, so it must have been it. That's the Mel Gibson thoughts.
I guess so.
Not mine, Mel Gibson.
Not mine. Bulba's video does not support racism.
Yes. Only in comedic value, such as Mel Gibson.
We don't mean anything we say seriously. Yes. Well, I think that wraps up this episode, huh?
I think that does. I think this is probably the best episode. This was a good suggestion.
Yeah. I laughed real hard. This was a good one. This was probably one of my favorite episodes so far.
It's not going to be a lot of laughing with High Noon at Mega Mountain. It's going to be a lot of crying.
I'm going to laugh.
It's going to be me crying.
The day I watch this, I'm going to make an event out of this.
Oh, shit.
Like, I'm going to have such a fun day. Such a fun day.
Okay. I'm warning you. I've seen it.
I cannot wait to see this.
So I'm just giving you a fair warning.
I understand. I love stuff like this.
All right.
It's going to be great for me.
All right, well,
if I'm still alive after it and I loved it, I'll be here next week.
yes. So for future episodes, where can they hear us? If you want to take it away this time.
Yeah, we didn't mention that on the other podcast. It's really late right now
Yes.
as we're recording this. It's like fucking 15 after 11.
And I
right
have
now.
to report to work in Gettysburg tomorrow at I have to get up at 5 a.m. So
Yeah. So if you want to catch our other episodes, everything we've recorded so far, you can find it on iTunes.
yes,
Blueberry.com. You can also find it at grindcast.libsyn.com. It also streams on grindedword.com, and you can also get all the download links on facebook.com/grindedword and facebook.com/miserablemoviemafia.
that is correct.
And these also do go up on the Grinded Word YouTube channel.
Yes,
as
they
well.
do. Which I will be including the link in on miserablemoviemafia.wordpress.com.
There we go. So that's where you can find all of our good shit. So, as always, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.